You could have brought it while you talked.
Well, what's your message to your offensive line when they're kind of, struggling in pass protection, not getting the run game over? What are you going over the sideline just trying to tell them?
Just telling them I got full confidence in them. Just keep instilling my confidence and getting there, making sure that their minds are thinking positively and that they know what they're supposed to be doing, and that as long as they just trust in their coaching and trust in their keys, then it's going to work out. And obviously we had some instances today where just some things that could have worked out a little better, but we're going to keep working, and I have all the trust in the world in those guys, and they know that, and I'm going to make sure that I keep letting them know that.
Well, what was it like to watch Tavion and Dana, a lot of those wide receivers kind of step up out there?
It was good. A lot of those guys are getting their first reps here, most of them actually. So for them to show out, and we got a lot of guys facilitated the ball around, we got a lot of guys catches, and especially Tavion, it was good for him to get a good introduction to the offense and getting the ball in a lot of different ways. I think that I feel really confident across the board in the targets I have.
Well, how would you just evaluate your night overall?
Never felt more disappointed in a 300-yard, 3-touchdown performance in my life. I feel like from a decision-making standpoint, I thought it was really good, but I just think there were some accuracy issues here and there. I think it was just like Coach brought me aside at halftime and kind of just told me, like, Will, you're guiding me. You're thinking too much about where to put it. Just kind of make your decision, trust your preparation, and let it go. And I think once that kind of set into me, I settled down a little bit. But just especially the interception was completely on me. It was wide open, just missed them, trying to aim it. And funny, the two other touchdowns I threw to Bates and Chauncey were not very good balls at all either, and they kind of bailed me out on those. But I thought I made good decisions, but just can do a better job of just trusting in my preparation and letting it fly, just like I do in practice every day, opposed to letting the circumstances affect kind of what's going on.
Well, Coach King was talking about cohesion with that offensive line. These are some guys that haven't played together. I think for people who don't play it, it's hard to understand that. How much does it matter just for those guys to get reps alongside each other?
Yeah, especially in a game. It's like one thing to do it in practice versus scouts, and to do it against our defense that we've seen for the last 2 months, doing the same thing over and over. But I just think as we go throughout the season, they're going to get more comfortable working as a unit together. And now that we think we've found our kind of core group of guys, it's only going to get better as time goes on. But we have the physical capability to get things done. But I just think that once they get more reps as a unit, just as I kind of felt as a quarterback throughout the year, once I just got more reps at my position, I just felt got more comfortable. I don't know how it feels up front. Never been out there, but I'm just sure that as time goes on, they're going to get more comfortable.
Well, coming out of halftime when Berrien takes that kick back, they give y'all an extra oomph there to start the second half.
Oh yeah, that was just a sigh of relief. We talk about, we actually put a lot of emphasis this year on both 2-minute and kind of that middle 8. We talk about the last 4 minutes of the first half, the first 4 minutes of the second half. And we had a good little 2-minute drive to get us 3 points there before the half. And we were planning on scoring there as an offense to make it a 10-point swing. Berrien handled it for us. But for that to happen, and then the turnover, and then we get another touchdown, I feel like that was just a huge momentum switch in the game. And he's a weapon back there on special teams. I think some teams are going to have to think about kicking to him or not. And we got to get the ball in his hands as much as possible, because obviously he's an electric playmaker.
Will, how important was it tonight to get those young guys incorporated going into a big game next week?
Oh, it was huge. Sure, like they were in the spring game, some of them, or in some of the scrimmage situations, but it's different when you're playing in front of 65,000 plus, and it's just a new environment. I know how it feels. I think for me, it was just, even though it's my 5th year, it's still something I need to kind of get reminded of, and took me a little bit to kind of just get back in the rhythm of things there. But I'm excited for next week. I already told them that we're going to be getting a game plan together tomorrow, and our focus is already on the Gators, and we're ready to get out there. And I think that now that they got their first their licks in, their hits in, that they're more kind of ready for the stage.
Will, you were talking about playing in a game environment. Last year, Wandale was your primary target. What's it like actually playing in the game, having so many more targets? How much confidence does it give you?
It's great. I had some great targets last year as well, but I just think that the offense this year, how we've set it up, and how we've been able to put guys in positions to make plays. It puts I think it puts less stress on the receivers, on my number one or number two targets. They know that they're not going to be keyed on as much because we're able to split kind of reps and targets around to the other guys. But I think it's just testament to how we were able to work this offseason for the guys that did get some playing time last year that now this year I've been able to step into a bigger role, like Chauncey and DeMarcus too, that come to mind, that have done a great job of that. And obviously the young guys and the transfers as well. But I love all my guys and I'm confident across the board throwing to all of them.
What was it like not having Rodriguez in the backfield? I know since you came here you used to seeing 250 yards or so on the stat sheet, but what was the impact of not having him back there, and then you guys got beat up a little bit in the backfield too?
I mean, I didn't really think about it. We're going to play with what we got. We knew that Chris was not going to be there for this week, so I mean, that's not something that even came into my mind, but excited to get back Chris whenever he does come back.
Well, Coach Stingarella made it pretty clear you guys held some stuff back this week.
Sorry?
Say that Coach Stingarella made it clear you guys maybe held some stuff back before. What else did this offseason?
Why would I tell you? No, I mean we definitely did sit on some things. Some things that I think could have been great in the game plan this week that we just wanted to wait on. And I don't know. I'm not going to give you any specifics past that, I guess. But no, I mean there's so many different variations in this offense. There's so many kind of little, I guess, just niche kind of plays or just concepts that he can pick from and throw into certain game plans. That isn't too different or dissimilar from what we've already done, so it's easy to kind of just plug in right before a game, which is cool. But we have a really good feel for the base of the offense, so from here on out, there'll definitely be a handful of plays that are game plan specific that we think will work really, really well. And I know that Coach has been thinking about Florida for a while, and he was talking about game plan stuff for them for like 2 months ago. So I mean. I already know some of the stuff that we're going to be doing against them, but excited to play a really good Florida team next week.
All right, thanks.